So welcome to Vivonne Bay. This is one of our very rare sunsets, and what makes it even rarer is that it's a reverse sunset. The sun's setting behind us and we're facing away, so I'm hoping for some delicate hues, pinks and purples, hopefully light blues just on the horizon over there. So we're just going to make a little start. We've got a fantastic little subject here, a beautiful little rock, so we're just going to dive in and make a start. So I'm immediately just going to focus in. I'm just going to do a test shot, focus in on that rock itself. It was a 1/10 of a second. I think instantly I'm going to throw on a 3-stop. I need to get that water down to about a second so that I can get some streaks in that water. So I'm going to throw on a 3-stop and see what we get that at 1/3 of a second. I'm going to put it down to ISO 50 and that gives me 1.5 seconds. I'll have a go at that. So I'm going to hit that when that water starts creeping up. 1.5 seconds. Let's have a little check. I'm going to manually put it down to a second. So that's a case where aperture priority is not giving us the right exposure. So I'm going down to a full second. I'm on a 2-second timer, so I'm just gonna wait for a nice wave. This sounds like a nice wave to come in. 1 second, and then again, catch it going out. And I'll check to make sure to see whether we've got that, and that's quite nice. I'm going to set up a little lower. There we go. That's a little lower. A little nearer the action. And with this, I think we can zoom in a touch and just isolate that rock. And I don't know if you can see this, but when the water goes out, you can see a touch of that reflection in there. So let's just get back in, refocus on that, and I need to decide just how we're going to work this. And I'm waiting for this. Ooh, it's cold on the feet. Get that water going back out. For a second, and let's get it coming in. 2. There's a nice, oh, that's cold. Okay, we're going to have to be a little careful through here. It's a bit of a limbo through here. Let's hope it's worth it. Here we go. And we're in. Okay. This composition work, maybe a touch forward is what's required. There we go. Okay. We've got to try and make both sides of this little cave just like this, not touch. Okay, so we've got that, and you will notice that it's very dark, so it's very dark on this side. So what I'm going to do is, first I will have to focus stack this. So we're on, I'm going to pop it up to ISO 100 so we can see a bit better. And I'm going to increase our ISO just a touch so I can recompose properly. We probably want it to be, it's probably going to be a 16:9. And I'm going to start by focusing and locking the focus down here on this near rock, and I'm going to bring the exposure down to about 1.5 seconds, and I'm going to increase, there we go, the ISO just so I can see a bit more detail down there. We've blown out the sky, but not to worry, we'll sort that out later. The main thing right now is that composition and getting it right and getting this foreground. So I'm going to wait for a larger wave to come in and capture that as it comes splashing in. So we just got to wait and be patient a little while. This looks like it may be one. There we go. That looked like we got it. And we have. So that's good. And now I'll need to focus a touch further in. Lock that focus. And this time I'm going to bring down the ISO. Wait for another wave to come in. Now I'm keeping it at 1.5 seconds. I often prefer to do that than change the shutter speed because the movement of the water will be the same as it was earlier on. It might just have a different luminosity which I can adjust. That one didn't come in far enough, not for what we wanted. But the speed of the water and the flow of the water will be the same, around 1.5 seconds. So that's exactly what we want. So I'm just going to wait just a touch more for a nice, exciting bit of water. We could have got that one, but I thought it was a bit damp. Bit of a damp squid. Here comes one. There we go. Let's have a little look at that. It's about timing. I'm going to get one as the water's running out, just to have it in the bag. I like the look of this one. Will it push through? There we go. Okay, so we've got them. I'm now going to focus on the rock itself. And because we just want the rock, we can do any old exposure just going to get one that fills the bottom of that little well. And now we're going to, Rafi's joined us. Oops, a daisy. Let me just check. We've got a couple spots of water, both high and low. And it's at this one that we can adjust our shutter speed and make it much shorter to capture that sky. So that's what I'm going to do here. So that's all caught, and when Rafi moves his head, come on, out of there, thank you. We'll do a focus stack, probably about a 5-shot focus stack, and probably a three-step exposure blend to get that right. Wonderful. Let's move on, see what else we can do here. Let's catch some of that delicious colour. So I'll pull off the 3-stop. We'll pop that away. Pop in the 10-stop. Ankle's wet, but I don't mind that. Let's push it all the way up. Did we say 2 minutes? Not so sure. Let's give it 4 minutes. We must be getting to the end. Let's make sure that we haven't blown anything. And no, and that is absolutely beautiful. I will need that 3-stop in, but I'm just going to take this as it comes. I'm not going to stop taking images as this water comes in and out. I really want about a second. Beautiful rock. Nice. Thank you so much for joining me here today. You might have briefly seen Rafi is about. Had a marvellous time, absolutely wonderful time, marvellous it is. Thank you for joining me here at Vivonne Bay, I think it is, not Vivian, Vivonne Bay, here on Kangaroo Island. I've had an absolute ball. Fingers crossed these have turned out. So all it leaves me to say is please look after yourself, look after your loved ones. Till next time, see ya.